A couple of shout outs for a number of teams in the Federal League, by the way. Starting off here with the Hoover girls golf team, getting through what was a tough district tournament over at Brookledge on Wednesday. 345 the Lady Vikings shot as they earned the final qualifying spot to next week's state tournament at Ohio State's Gray course. So they finished 3 strokes ahead of Aurora. The Vikings will move on to state. I was going to say, I don't know if this is, the 8th straight year, according to the rep, that the Hoover has had an individual or a team qualify for the girls' state tournament.
That's pretty impressive. 8 straight years, considering that you're only in high school for 4, Mitch. So, I mean, that just that speaks to what coaching can do, but also what the players and athletes are willing to do as well in terms of listening to the coaching, getting critiqued, and wanting to play at a high level, which Hoover girls golf is playing at an extremely high level right now.
Absolutely. And a number of other teams we want to shout out here. In volleyball, your school, Jackson, won another Federal League championship earlier this week. So the Polar Bears, despite a number of players lost from last season, they were able to recoup, come back, and win, 19 Federal League titles now this season, which is crazy.
Is that what the number is?
That's what it says.
Wow. Mary Kay Agonia has
of course,
done a phenomenal job. She took over a few years ago. Before, when I was at Jackson, it was Jeff Wallach, and he was one of the few coaches at its school that was not a teacher. You know, most coaches are teachers, and so it was always, I think, honestly, Mitch, at the time, I think he was the only one at Jackson that was a head coach of a program, not a teacher. So it was always like bizarre. But you're talking about he really helped put, and it wasn't just him, but put the volleyball program on the map, but also statewide. I mean, this is a team that was going to states every year, every other year when I was in high school, and they were running into Mount Notre Dame, which is an all-girls school, private school in Cincinnati. By the way, that's still one of the most, and I mean this in a very good way when I say terrifying, student sections I've ever seen before. At the Nutter Center in Dayton, they had 4 whole sections of all girls for their student section, where we drove 3 hours down there, and our student section was maybe 40 people deep.
Wow.
And it was just daunting. But you look at that, and I think it's contagious, right? I think you look at other schools and programs, and, you know, I might be a little bit biased here, but you look at the baseball program at Jackson under head coach Bill Gamble, and it just breeds success. And you build off year after year after year. And the athletes that come up see that, and they don't want to be the people that can't deliver, right? Like, there is pressure, but at the same time, like, you know that that's also the standard. So you have to rise to that. And so I think when it comes to volleyball, no state championship, I'm going to say yet, because I think this is a program that can absolutely win a state championship, but it has been one of the most steady parts in the athletic department at Jackson High School, and also one of the most steady volleyball programs here, not only Northeast Ohio, but really Ohio, because they are constantly, Mitch, in the regional running or making it to Dayton, if it's still Dayton, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Every single year for volleyball state championships. And it's just crazy to see the consistency there.
Absolutely. And we mentioned Hoover's girls making the state tournament in golf. The boys actually just won the boys soccer title in the Federal League, which I believe is the first time in their programs. First time outright, I should say.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then we also had here, what was it? The Green Girls won their first ever Federal League title. That's the one we were talking about, and you had a bit of connection there.
Yeah, so Green actually comes into the warehouse where I work, sports and performance, and they're one of the teams I actually got to train at first this summer. And great group of girls. And then what we also do is, you know, coaches permitting and player permitting, any team we train will go to one of their practices, and we'll take practice with them, and we'll then play them in their sport. We got absolutely killed by them in soccer. Also, soccer is just not my sport. But at the same time, hold on. I have a bone to pick with them still. I was the goalie, right?
Okay.
Terrifying, by the way.
Yeah.
Just terrifying.
Sure.
I didn't get gloves.
Okay. You have hands.
Yeah. So do all the other people that play soccer. They get gloves. These girls were bending these kicks every which way. I had one. Honestly, it was a really great save, but it wasn't a save. Because I dove, I hit this thing, it goes up, I stand up, it falls behind me, spins into the net.
Yeah.
I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Because I was laying my life out there. I had a couple of coworkers that just, you know, liabilities is what you'd call them. Liabilities.
That
one time up and down the field, and they were gassed. It's like, guys, I got 3 girls coming at me. one, I have no gloves. These girls kick really hard. I don't know what's going on, but that's neither here nor there. I like to think that, my display of playing goalie that day really helped Green, capture a Federal League title.
That's what
we're going to
I like that you choose to believe that. The Bulldogs got a 3-0 victory over Hoover this week to improve to 5-0-1 in the Federal League and giving them the outright league title. So congratulations to them once again.